Well, we'll get started in just a minute. I'm rebooting, so I'm like, ooh, I'm cold myself, even though I've got on short sleeves, but we'll have fun. So go ahead and throw out into your chats, because I know it's kind of late, but if you're in any chats, encourage your friends to hop on, and then we will get started in about 2 minutes. I'm going to mute myself for a second.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Hey, Ash.
Hey, hello.
Who's rebooting and who is freezing cold? I just made myself a nice warm cup of raspberry lemonade. It tastes so good and it's warming up my hands. And I see Andrea's got her blanket on, and I see Dara. Hello, how are you? Irma, nice to see you.
Raspberry lemonade. You warmed it up. I've never thought of that.
Look at how red my nose is, you guys. I'm freezing in Boston. This tea warm is amazing. You'll never go back. Hey, Barbara.
I guess, hey, Barbara, we've been missing out. We need to warm up our raspberry lemonade now.
This is a pro tip on the reboot, you guys. Pro tip. Warm up the lemonade.
Well, all right. Well, we will get started. It is 8:16. And I told them to let their friends know, their teams, hey, we are doing an action hour. You should be on. We're warming up our raspberry lemonade. No, just kidding. Anyway, I am Ashley Riddle. For those of you who do not know, I live outside of Kingwood, Texas. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where I live right now. I'm rebooting.
Blame it on the reboot.
I live in a house. No, I live in Houston, Texas, right outside of Kingwood, whatever. I just forget all that. And this is Lori, and I have 2 children, 14, 15, and then a daughter. And I have been drinking ketones for 4.5 years, and I'm rebooting. So welcome, Lori.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. How are you? If you don't know me, I'm Lori Hart. I live in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm also a mom of 2. And we are going to work tonight on inviting to the call. So we have a Wednesday night call, which is an amazing tool for all of us in the community. If you're brand new, this call happens every single Wednesday night, same time, same station, same number. And we're going to help us just get some, if we could just use this tool weekly to invite people, you won't be disappointed. Last week's call was fire. Jody was amazing. If you hadn't had a chance to check out the replay, it was awesome. So Ashley, why don't we start by bringing it back to you, and you can start out the action hour, hour. It's an action half hour as well.
Yeah, we will only be on for like 20-25 minutes. So don't worry, we're going to get a lot packed in a short amount of time. Something I do want to tell you, like right off the bat, is we're using a different link for tomorrow night. And so Dustin Schaefer and a couple other people are going to be leading the call tomorrow night. So it's not our regular call that we're all accustomed to, but it's going to be some great information. It'll be the same time. So make sure that you stay tuned into your pulse so that you can pass on the correct link. All right.
Awesome. So, thanks for that. I didn't realize they were switching it out because the one night I say it.
That's all right.
Yeah, typically it's the same thing every week.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is no matter what social media platform you're on, we're going to do what's called warming up your feed. And it works for every social media because the whole point of social media is to be social, right? So we're going to spend about 3 minutes, and I'm going to set the timer, and you're going to go interact with non-Prove It people. Okay. And what this does is it tells the social media that you're on, hey, Lori and Barbara are friends, or Lori and Karen are friends. And then they'll start sending, or Karen will start seeing Lori's posts. Okay. And it really does work. Like I'm always, I mean, it's funny. My husband, he does this business with me, and I am on him all the time about respond to every comment, you know what I mean? And he hears it nonstop.
Yeah.
So I just cannot express the importance of responding and then also warming up your feed. So we'll go ahead and start the timer right now for 3 minutes and do that.
And when you're responding, I just want to quickly add, instead of just a like or a heart, just make sure to go in and write 3 to 5 words. That way Facebook thinks that you guys are interacting and you're friends. So, oh my gosh, I love your dress. Where did you get it? What a cute dog. What's the breed? I mean, just a little bit of something to show that you're a connection. And like Ashley said, non-prove it people.
This is a little example. One of my friends is having tacos for dinner. Loser. So I said, oh my gosh, I love tacos. Those look delicious. So instead of just hearting it.
Yes. You mean because
Facebook knows I'm rebooting, so it's showing me nothing but food.
Mm-hmm. We're on the home stretch.
All right, so we just finished doing the warm up your feed.
Awesome. So the next thing we're going to do tonight is we're going to post in our stories. If you haven't done that yet today, I saw the post that Ashley made actually last week and I loved it. So I thought it would be a great idea for us to all do tonight. She just picked a really fun photo. I'm going to find it here for you, of her. And it was actually her and Jody. Was that Jody? I can't tell. Yeah, I think so. And it says, no, who's that?
Yep.
Oh, it is. Okay. So if you can see, wait a minute. There's just a fun photo. She went in and used the tools that social media has. So the tools that Facebook and Instagram have, by putting the picture of the gnat and a question, a poll on the bottom. So what it says is, have you been curious about this drink I can't stop talking about, ... If you could be a fly on the wall and listen and learn more, would you? So that's giving a directive to, hey, if you could be a fly on the wall and listen and learn a little bit more, would you? And then her poll says yes or heck yes. So I thought it'd be fun if we could all just find a picture that we love about our, with ourselves. And it doesn't necessarily have to be anything to do with ketones, just a fun photo, because that's almost like a scroll or a story stopper to just take a peek. But this is Ashley having fun in her business. And her question is, Ash, can you drop this language for me? This is for your story. Have you been curious about this drink I can't stop talking about? And then if you could be a fly on the wall and listen and learn a little bit more, would you? So however you would say that, and then use the poll feature to just get them to press on yes or heck yes. We always give 2 positives when we're doing the polls versus a no. No thanks. I always usually write yes or more info. So whatever you want to put there, just have 2 positives. And we can post this in our stories. Now, if you go into your stories and you use the word prove it, you'll get all different fun little icons if you want to post the cup that she has there, or just whatever you want to do. But those are the keywords. So we'll give you a few minutes. I'll show you again. See how she has the drink versus diet cup there. The picture of her. Have you been curious? I'm hoping you can see it okay. And then the poll on the bottom. So that's a great idea. So we'll give you about 5 minutes to find a picture you love of yourself in your camera roll, and use that language that she posted in the chat. And again, if you have any questions, just pop them in the chats. Is answering the poll with a button work for both IG? Yes. Candace, yes. The poll works both with IG and Facebook. Another tip I love to do is have some photos of yourself ready to go in your camera roll. If you have a day that you love your hair or your makeup looks nice, just pop on a few different shirts and go to a few different locations and just take a few pictures of yourself. That way you always have something ready, like if we have a flash sale or, just inviting to a call, something ready that you can use, even if you're home in your PJs in bed with a cold, it won't matter.
I love that tip. I actually used it today.
Good.
Yeah, because I had last year, I did one for the reboot and I have on makeup and everything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't look like this when I reboot,
I know my nose is bright red. I just got to get some fluffy socks to put on too.
So what do we got? 3 minutes for that?
Yep. I was 3, we've already used 2. So if you haven't found a photo of yourself yet, just quickly grab one and, and you can work on this after, but that was what we wanted to accomplish tonight. I think that that's a great way to hide that, bury that in your stories and give them the option to choose. So we got about 3 more minutes. So the poll options can be always positive. So heck yes, yes, more info, yes, please. I see Tahoe to everyone. And that's my joy girl. So I'm going to use a photo from Lake Tahoe.
All right.
Okay. 2 more minutes.
All right, cool. So hopefully everybody got their poll up.
Your timer goes really quick.
That was like
I had 1 more minute.
or 5.
One more. All right. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so the next task, if you haven't finished this, you can finish it after we're done here with the action hour. But I think if anybody has any questions on that, let's answer them quickly. Come off mute. If not, we'll move along to the next task. Or you can type it in the comments too.
All right, cool.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start inviting to the call. So we want to make a couple of lists. Okay, so people that are drinking ketones, who do you want at this call, right? We want everybody at this call who's drinking ketones already, because U+2 is free ketones, right? So if they come to the call, then they can start inviting their friends to the call the following week. So I love that. And they can even invite them now. But so people drinking ketones, people that have maybe said no in the past, people that you've sold trial packs to can come to the call. So basically everybody, and you can go right into your messenger. And Ashley taught me this months ago, and I love this tip. If you write the word ketones in your messenger search, everybody that you've spoke to about ketones will just kind of pop up. So people that you may have forgotten about in the past, they'll pop up, and you can use, I'm going to give you a few scripts that you can use.
Here they come.
Okay, you're going to pop them in for me, right?
I don't see them.
Okay, so she'll put these in order, but for someone who has never expressed interest, you can say something like, now remember, always tweak the verbiage to you. Ashley lives in Texas, I live in Boston, so I don't say, hey y'all, but she does. And she does a lot of hey girls, and I don't do that. So just tweak the verbiage to how you sound. Okay, so somebody who has never expressed interest, you could say something like, hey, I have found something. Okay, so I do a lot of voice clipping, so pardon the expression as I read, but she's going to type it. So I have found something and I feel, okay, hey, I have found something and I feel amazing. It's given me more energy, focus, better sleep, and a better mood. I have even taken off a few pounds. I have a private Zoom week tonight. Okay, we are having a private Zoom tonight where you can be a fly on the wall. If I was to send you over the link, would you be able to hop on? Now, this is something you can do. It's totally up to you, but you can let people know, you know what, I'm doing a drawing for a 3-day trial and a shaker for those who attend. So that's something that you could do kind of on the side on your own. Let people know, hey, if you can hop on tonight, I'm going to do a separate drawing for a 3-day and a shaker bottle, or a 3-day, or it doesn't have to be that elaborate. It can be a 1-day sample and a pack of Mitoplex. Just a way to entice them to the call, right? So the first 3 people that say yes get this. Okay, so that's for somebody who has never expressed interest. Someone who has expressed interest. Hey, I know you've been interested in ketones. We have a private Zoom tonight where you can be a fly on the wall. If I were to send you over the details, would you hop on? Okay, and then again, P.S. I'm doing a drawing for a 3-day trial and a shaker for those who attend. So, and again, if you don't have an extra 3-day pack, don't worry about it. You don't have to do that. Okay, so for someone that has never expressed interest in the business, you could say something like, hey, I found something and I would love for you to be part of it. I think you would love the product and crush this business with me. Would you be open to learning more? We're having a private Zoom tonight where you can be a fly in the wall. If I were to send you over the info, would you be able to hop on? Again, another thing that I do quite a bit is sometimes I'll just say, hey, what are you doing Wednesday night at 8:30? And then I let them answer. And then I'll follow back in with one of these scripts. Current customer, somebody who's already drinking ketones. I know you've been loving your ketones. We just got word we're having a great guest call tomorrow night to hear more about ketones and some amazing stories. I thought of you and didn't want you to miss it. If I were able to get you the link, would you want to listen in? So these are super simple tweaks and scenarios that you can do. And if they say no, hey, no problem, no worries. You know what? If I was able to get you the replay, would you want to listen? So just simple verbiage that you can tweak, and the system is the same all the time. So it doesn't change. But that's it. And Ashley just put all those words in the chat. So if you want to take a screenshot of them and have them by your side as you're making your list, that's amazing. Yesterday I did bunch of reach outs. I wanted to see if I can find them for you. But let's start making our list on who you want to invite to tomorrow night's call, who you'd love to be in your business. Who do you see sitting around your dream team table? Who are they? You know, who have you not reached out to yet? People that you want to work with really bad, but you just haven't reached out to them yet because you have a little bit of fear. Definitely write their names down. That's the fun stuff to do together when we're on and you have all this support from all of these friends who love you so much and want nothing more than for you to succeed.
Make sure that when you're doing your wording though, that you put that the call's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Because when we used this little outline before, we were doing it that same night. Looks like the scripts didn't all get in the chat. Let's see. They sure didn't. Hold on, let me go get them.
All right.
You can keep talking.
I just had another little script that was super helpful. I did a flash challenge with my team yesterday, and the script was this. Hey, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I help people looking for more energy, a better mood, better sleep, focus, and fat loss. Do you happen to know anyone looking for those benefits? And we all just popped 10 of those out in the chat, and it was really, really effective. And then if they say yes, you could say, awesome. You know what? We're having a call tomorrow night. If I were to get you the details, would you be able to hop on? And I can type that one in the chat too.
Or you know what? Put it, Lori, send it to me and I'll copy paste it in here.
Okay, great. I don't know if I can. I was voice clipping that, but you can do it either way. I like to voice clip because I like people to hear my excitement. And sometimes I even do this. I do a video. That was me yesterday videoing to people. And that's just another muscle to build down the road or, you know, as you're currently going. Actually, for some reason, I typed that out, so I can't copy paste it.
Okay. Does Instagram? Yes, they're all the same. They're all like social media. So to be social. Right. Let me see. Let me go grab this other stuff. It's like not putting it all in there. I think it's too big. For someone, where'd that stop?
Type it in.
Copy. All right, so while we're grabbing this stuff, go ahead and make your list of people you want to invite. And the Rhino tracker is great for this too. So you can go back and look at your Rhino tracker and, you know, even the old ones and people that haven't purchased yet, or, you know, you can just reach out to them and say, hey, I know you were interested in ketones and use this little script that we're doing. All right, let's see. Where did that stop at? Okay, here's the rest of it.
So that's the script I was using yesterday. And if they come back and say, well, yes, me, right? Because who doesn't want more energy, a better mood, sleep, or fat loss? Awesome. Let the tools do the work. You can either send them to the call or send them to the challenge video or
Right, there you are. All right, there you go.
thank you for pasting that.
Oh yeah. Paste this to myself.
Where do you, okay, so Dara, it's right up in, you type the word ketones in Messenger.
You want me to show you?
Yeah, because
You want me to share my screen or you got it?
Would you do that? Well, I don't know if everybody can see that.
Yeah, let me hit share screen. Okay, screen.
Yeah, you have a great
share.
example of that because that's really helpful.
Okay, let's see. I don't know what this is doing. Messenger. Hold on. I don't know what has happened to my messages. Okay, here we go. Can you guys see it? Move you over here. Okay, so I can type in here, trial packs. I don't know, hold on. Ketones. I don't know what's, hold on a minute, guys. I'm like, hey, this is such a great tool. Let me show you how to use it. There you go. Okay, so then it's going to bring up every single person that I've talked to about ketones just by typing it up here, you know, at the very top. Okay.
That's
So
awesome.
I like that a lot.
Mhm.
I got a lot. You know what I like that Messenger does now too is they save your conversations. So even if you delete them, if you go back and you start talking to that person, it'll pull up your old conversation. I was like, oh, good. Because I mean, I've talked to a lot of people, you know, in 4.5 years. So I forget sometimes who it was about ketones. Okay, do you want me to show them the gray account thing or did we scratch that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's a great idea because I've gotten this question quite a bit. So we were going back and forth on who we were going to invite to the call. And so Ashley and I chatted about in your back office, if you look, our account colors, our accounts have different colors. So if she clicks or hovers over the green, that shows you that they're a customer. The orange is our smart chip customers, and our great accounts are somebody who either tried to set up an account, but it didn't go through, or maybe clicked on your video, right, to take a peek more of the campfire video. So if you can go through your back office, Ashley's got a whole bunch of great accounts where she could just send them a quick message and say, hey, I noticed you tried to set up an account or that you were looking to get ketones. I'm not sure what you're doing tomorrow night, but we're having an amazing call. I mean, whatever, you know, whatever verbiage she's going to use, but that just shows you in your back office. Can you show them how to get there, Ashley? It's right
Yeah.
in Manage.
Yeah, so once you're here, once you log into your account, then you go to the little gear that says manage and you click here. Let me go home so I can show you. Okay, go to manage and then community, and then it'll show you everybody.
Yeah. So that's awesome. So even if you were looking at your customers and saying, wow, they're buying a lot, they're a great person to reach out to. Hey, are you ready to get free ketones? Have you had an opportunity to hop on a guest call? They're amazing, right?
Huh?
Who do you know that would love to drink ketones with you? Let's invite them to one of our guest calls. Um,
I like to invite all of them, like, I mean, especially my new customers for the month,
Definitely.
you know,
Yeah.
or last month.
Mhm.
And then something else too that you can do, like right now, I love to go in here and whenever we have, I'll just show you guys since we're here. When we have product releases, you can actually go in here. So you go to manage and then you go to insights and you can hit filter and like say that you wanted to know that we had keto cream release. You could type in keto cream under filter right here where it says product name, and it's going to bring up everybody that has bought keto cream.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a great tip, especially when we have like a new flavor release and we sell samples. And then if somebody buys it and then we have it back again, or you can just put it right in the product and then you're able to message them all at once. So
I
I
just
love
wanted
that.
to show you guys that tonight because we have,
Thank you.
I don't know if you heard, but we have a lot of fun things coming. So,
Yes.
all right, let's see. Let me get off stop share. Stop share.
Yeah, the great account is a good thing to know anyway, because, you know, If you have
Mhm.
somebody that thinks they placed an order and maybe didn't go through, they might have only set up a smart chip, or you just don't know. So I love that. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. So that was awesome. Does anybody have any questions?
All right. So far we got up a poll. We have made a list for the most part, but we're going to continue to do that, of who we're going to invite to the call. And then we're going to send out messages according to who we have on the list for the scripts. All right. Everybody good with that? Should we put up a post too before we go? Spend like 3 minutes and let's get a post up. Something similar to what you put on your poll would be good. So
Create some curiosity around it. I think that that's the best way to do that too. Like if you're going to put it in your feed, in your actual feed, create some curiosity, around how you're feeling, and hey, if I were to get you the details, would you want to hop on a call or a Zoom or something like that? But maybe not post a picture of ketones. Just talk about your energy, what your benefits are. Benefits are huge. Talking about that.
mhm.
So a picture of you could use the one that you put in your story, and you could do the same thing actually.
Yeah. Have you been curious about this drink I can't stop talking about? If you could be a fly on a wall, learn more, would you? And I've even said stuff like, I mean, don't we all need more energy for the holidays? Or, don't we all need better mood? Like you couldn't single out some of the benefits as well. And I like to always do both. I mean, I post in my story every single day, but I like to post a couple times a week on my wall because different people look at your stories than they do your wall.
Yes.
So you're going to catch different people. So don't assume like, oh, I put it in my story and everyone's going to see it.
Yeah.
Because you got some people like me that don't ever even look at stories, even though I post in them every day.
It's really
know?
true because you can actually see how many people view your stories. And so say I have 150 that view my story, but I have 2,900 friends, like that's a very small fraction of people looking at stories.
Yeah.
So a good rule of thumb is 3 to 4 posts about something else and then something about ketones or proven in your benefits. So I always ask people, what are 3 things you love besides ketones? And let's post about that. And then sprinkle in ketones and how you're feeling.
All right. So we'll let's spend about 3 minutes doing that. And then if you have questions in between, just feel free to type them in the chat or come off mute.
Yes. Awesome.
Okay, there's a couple of questions. What time? So the call tomorrow is supposed to be at 7:15 Central. And they're gonna put it in the Pulse because it's not our normal call. So it will be in the Pulse tomorrow, but so far Nick says it's gonna be at the same time.
Awesome. Okay.
And then I know.
Liz, do you want the words that were used in the poll, or do you want to see how to put the poll in the story? A poll again. It was just yes or heck yes or more info. It was just positive. I can show you the picture of it.
So you can post, they're asking, can they post the same thing on their wall and their story? And I was just saying, well, yeah, you totally can, because
you can, but you can't use a poll in your post on your wall. That feature is not available on your wall, only in your story.
Yeah.
So you could ask the question, or you could say, drop an emoji. If you want the information, sometimes I'll say, drop me a smiley face if you want more info. Get them to do an action. That's a call to action. If you want the info, throw me a heart in the comments. Does that make sense?
Okay, when you say it's not going to be our normal call, what does it mean? Okay, so Dustin Schaefer is going to do the call tomorrow night. So usually we have the same link that we use every single week, and it's going to be a different link this week.
Mhm.
And it'll be in the Pulse app tomorrow morning, Nick said.
Awesome.
All right, cool. Well, unless anyone has any questions, then we will go ahead and hop off.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining.
All right. Well, have a great night, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.